Hi everyone, Linda here with Life on Summerhill, and if you're new here, Life on Summerhill is a home decor DIY channel. We would love for you to join our family by subscribing and ringing the bell so you don't miss out on future episodes. If you have been here before, I want to welcome you back, and today is my very first Shop With Me video, and we are headed to the Dollar Tree. I am so excited that you're coming along with me because we're gonna look at some of my favorite handyman tools and favorite crafty tools, and these are great stocking stuffer ideas. So let's hop in the car and head to Dollar Tree, and I'll see you there soon. Let's begin down the aisle that has handyman tools and paint supplies. First, I want to show you this level. It is perfect for all kinds of projects, but my favorite project is hanging pictures. Whenever I'm hanging any kind of pictures or art on the wall, I just pop it up there on the top and level it, and I'm done. Next, let's look at this tape measure. Actually, these are pretty good tape measures. I use them to measure my walls. I use them to measure small craft projects. It comes with a nice handle. It has a lockdown feature, and the numbers are really visible, and it's a well-made tape measure. Let's follow that with this square ruler. I love this thing. It's probably my newest tool from the Dollar Tree, and I use it on craft projects like the project I did in the last video, which is the DIY dollar store Christmas decorations. Okay, next let's talk about something new that I found at Dollar Tree on this trip. Okay, so this is a really cool tool that I just discovered for the first time called folding hex key. And it's got just about every size. It has the large size on one side and the smaller ones on the other side. It's also very easy to close. It didn't stick or wasn't hard. I mean, as you can see, I'm doing it with one hand, and I really like that in tools. I mean, really, if I have a tool that's hard to use, I won't use it, and it'll end up staying in the drawer. Now let's look at the hardware storage case. I wanted to show you this because I have one similar to it that I keep all my picture hanging supplies in, and I love it. It makes hanging pictures so easy. Next, I wanted to show you this toolbox because I thought it would be really cool to put a bunch of tools in it and give it as a gift at Christmas time. Now let's look at paint supplies. Next, let's look at these paint trays. I mean, these are really nice for Dollar Tree, and it's on my list to try. The roller frames looked really good, and the paint roller looked really good. I have not used these before, but I was impressed by the quality on all of them. I also discovered these vinyl drop cloths. Next, let's talk about paintbrushes. I use these paintbrushes for small projects because you can throw them away. But this is probably one of my favorite ones, these chip brushes, because they are great for craft projects like these cute little chargers that I made. Basically, I kind of use it to make a streaking effect on my design whenever I want that distressed look. They're great brushes to have around, and they're only $1 for two, so you just toss it in the trash when you're done. I think that's a win-win. Next, if you're doing any paint project, you'll need some sandpaper, and I love these little sanding blocks. They are great for distressing or sanding your paint finish, but what I like is that it's a medium grit on one side, and you can flip it over, and it's a coarse grit on the other side. And like I'm showing here, they work really great for distressing. Now let's head over to the crafting supply section where I've got some pretty neat tools to show you there too. Let's grab these little glass bottles. They do come in a larger size that I actually like better, but they were out today. So these little glass bottles are great to put your house paint colors in, and then you can use it to touch up things like here I'm touching up my Dutch door shelf because some of the nail holes are starting to show. Now, in addition to my little paint samples, I use the artist brushes to do the touch-up. And that particular package, for some reason, was really dirty. Not sure why, but they're perfect for touching up your paint or any little crafty art project around the house. They do have another style that works just as good if they're out of these. Next, let's talk about the yarn that they have at the Dollar Tree. They have white, they have gray, and they even have black. There are so many projects you can make with their yarn, but one of my all-time favorite is making pom-poms, and I have a whole post on my website on how to make a pom-pom garland. Next to the yarn is twine, and you definitely want to keep some of this around your house. I like to use the twine and the rope, which is over in the floral section, on projects like this DIY herb garden that I created back in the spring. If you look closely, you'll see the rope around the top of the little bucket. Now, over in the school supply or office supply section is this metal ruler, and I really love this ruler because it comes in this sleeve that you can protect it, but it's great for little DIYs and craft projects. Now, let's head over to the kitchen section. You're probably wondering, what do I use over here? Well, it's these Betty Crocker scissors, and let me tell you, I probably have 10 pair of these. I keep them in my kitchen because I love cutting meat and stuff with them, but I most of all love cutting greenery and flowers with them because they work great. Okay, now, do you want to see the Christmas stuff? Have you been waiting around to see what Dollar Tree has for Christmas? Well, I like to do entertaining with Dollar Tree stuff, so I thought I would show you what they have Christmas on display when you walk in the store. They've got cute glasses and dinnerware, and I particularly liked these taller glasses. I feel like the holly and the design on it is really much nicer than a dollar item. Next, I could not wait to show you these adorable mugs. Look at this cute gnome. Gnomes are incredibly popular. And I also love this little Santa Claus. If you're a Santa Claus mug collector, I would add him to your list. And then last, I thought this cute little bear was adorable. He just kind of reminds me of a cozy little North Pole bear. Next, you may have remembered earlier me showing you a charger that I made into a plaid design. Well, I actually used the chargers from the Dollar Tree, and if you're lucky enough, you can find some that are already made in the black and white buffalo check. Now, in the Christmas section, they have different size bells and different colors. I like to get some of each to hang on to for the year, but this year I used the bigger bell as a part of a place setting. Usually close to the bells are these pom-poms, and these are kind of handy to have around for any project, like this DIY gnome project I did in my last video on YouTube. He turned out really cute, and he was so easy to make, and all you needed was this one little pack of pom-poms. Next to last are these adorable tins. They had a lot of cute designs, but this one was definitely my favorite. And I love how it had a different design on the side, because if you look around closely, you'll find a coordinating one to go with it. This is perfect for cookies or whatever baked goods you have. And last, I wanted to show you the ornaments because I feel like the Dollar Tree has really upped their game on ornaments. I mean, look at these cute little sweater balls. Is that not adorable? And they have different patterns on them so you can get more than one. And I really like this kind of pine cone inspired design. I felt like it was very classy. And then next to it was this cute little reindeer ornament. I really liked it too. But last, I would say these little Noel plaid designs were my favorite. I mean, how cute is that? And you could even make it into some sort of art piece by taking the string off and adding it to a plaque. So, did you have fun joining me on a shopping trip to the Dollar Tree? I had a great time walking around the store and just pulling those items that I use every day and sharing them with you here on YouTube. I also would love to know what items you are interested in picking up for your home, or what ideas you have to use with any of these for Christmas gifts for this year.
So again, I just want to thank you for joining me here at Life on Summerhill. And don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell so you don't miss out. And we'll see you soon.